Welcome back to another episode of Bold Play. Today we're going to talk about are customers always right? But first, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Syazwan, this is Sue, here's Lucas and Hashi. So yes, back to the question. Are customers always right?
No!
Denied.
Absolutely not!
And we had come in there.
But you can
Thanks for
tell,
watching, guys.
I mean, you can tell who still works in service industry lah, out of 4 of us, which is, I'm assuming only me. Do you still work in service industry?
No.
Yeah, I mean somebody gotta pay the bills. And okay, so I work as a host in an immersive theater experience. But before that, I've worked in like service, in beauty lines and stuff. And every day is horrible, especially because people get drunk. And also because the people there are rich. So, you know, I mean, not to say every rich person is snobby, but yeah, we have this kind of people, which it's okay. I don't want to lose my job.
She's still working there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mention.
Starting fires, this girl. For me, I was in F&B for quite long, so I was a barista. And usually, when you do the morning shift, that's where you get the worst customers. But when you are working in customer relations, I feel sometimes it's very easy to like, you know, feel justified. Like, why am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong. But sometimes you have to understand where they are coming from. So I also understand that they are rushing to work, they are rushing to send their kids to school. So they probably aren't feeling very good already. So I try to accommodate as best I can whatever they're demanding for lah.
Also because they haven't had their first cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's really true lah. They haven't had their first cup of coffee.
But that doesn't give you a reason to be a bitch, right?
Yeah. I mean, if your whole life depends on one cup of coffee, I'm sorry, man, don't continue living.
But that's like
You
a
will
lot
be
of
surprised,
people.
man. You'll be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their demands get more and more insane. Yeah, like they expect to be able to cut the queue because, you know, they are the ones that are rushing. So it starts to be like, bro, everyone is rushing.
Where's the
Yeah.
competition of who has a shittier morning?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
You cut the queue, I cut your legs. That's my mentality, man. Like legit, where's your courtesy? Even if it's in the morning, like legit, just be a decent human being. Yeah. So if it's on my end, right, honestly, I don't think I actually have like any particular experience in the service industry. But as a customer, I don't agree that I'm always right. Because honestly, when I look at when people always want to say, hey, I'm always right, I'm your customer, I pay for you, I pay for this kind of service. But then to me, I'm like, I'm just gonna say you. It's like this kind of people exist.
Yeah.
Like really, where's your human decency? Where's your courtesy with other people? To me, like I know, like you are paying it, so what? Like legit, yeah. I don't know how to really express this in better words, but it's really just like customers are not always right, and that's coming from a customer who always needs things on my own. Because I feel like you need to treat the person at the other end with decency and respect, because that person is just like you on the other end also. What? So what makes you more entitled just because you're a customer? Yeah, that's my end.
So my philosophy is, right, I'm always nice to the service crew unless they are not nice to me. Like, because if you are not being nice to me, then why would you give, I can't justify why I have to still treat you nice. Make me sound like a freaking bitch, which I am sometimes. Okay, I admit that, but I'm always
Own it. No, not gonna own
you
it.
gotta own it, right? I mean, otherwise people
Yeah.
just call you bitch from like behind. So yes, if they are nice to me, I always make sure that I'm nice, because I also work in service industry. Sometimes we have bad day, terrible days. Like sometimes I also feel I'm more short-tempered. So it's fine to an extent. I can rationalize if you're having a terrible day, but if you are just generally giving me attitude and you don't want to be here, then sis, take a day off.
A lot of conflict going on here.
Yeah, I'm very conflicted because
Your turn. Come on. Let's go to a more black and white picture.
Okay, like for me, I don't really agree to that, and I don't also disagree to that, because I believe that all of us are customers also. What happens if you are the customers and that person like screw you up? For example, Grab food. I always get wrong orders.
Okay.
And of course, like as a customer, I feel annoyed because I don't get my food, but of course, the least they can do is to refund me the money. But at that moment, I want my food. I don't want my money. I want my food. I don't want my money. You know. So it's like, for me, it depends on the tone that you use.
Okay.
You know, like sometimes the customers are very demanding, very bossy. I think it's very rude. Of course, yeah. But it's depend on the value lah. The customers always, you know, like you as a customer, you have something that you want, like the value of the thing, right? So each of us know what we want. So if it doesn't like meet your expectation, of course you will, you know, voice out the feedback, right? And I think it's okay to voice out, but the tone that you use have to be, you know, appropriate lah.
And depends on the situation. Let's say if it's a GrabFood driver and then they get the order wrong, most likely it's the restaurant that got the order wrong. So if you are like being mad at the driver for giving you the wrong order, then you are just barking at the wrong tree, you know?
Actually, we don't even know that although it's the merchant or the Grab, because we are not there also. We are not sure
then,
also.
But then you yell at the driver,
Yeah.
then like, what if it's not his fault at all, you know? So
That's
it's
You guys yell at drivers?
No, we don't yell.
Just okay,
I mean, we read on the feedback form.
Just in case, guys. I really just in case.
But you
Please,
say right, the feedback
please
form,
don't yell at your GrabFood driver.
Is it-
Hey, you young punk! We take it outside. Let's go! Hey, come on! Hey, move aside. You also looking for trouble, is it?
No,
Yeah.
I won't do that. Of course, I would like yell at that person. I mean, it's okay for us to do feedback, right?
Yeah, but is your feedback for all in caps lock?
No.
Okay.
Or like call the call center. I've seen my friend like got really mad and she used her very mad voice over the call. I'm just like, I've never seen her that way before.
All of this over food.
So I've done quite a few different service jobs as well. On top of being in F&B, I did deliveries, logistics, and I also did retail at a fashion house. So it's, you know, you get to see different kinds of people. So when I was doing delivery, right, sometimes I deliver to the person's house. Okay, I'm already at your house, at your door, and you scold me for your wrong order. They don't understand, right, that I'm just the guy that brings the parcel to your house. Okay, I did not sort your parcel out. I'm not the inventor of that machine that you bought. So there was once I had this guy, I passed him the parcel already. He wanted to open the parcel, so he had a knife in his hand. Then he used the knife and he pointed to me and he said,
What?
You stay here. You all cheat people's money, right? Then I look at him and I was like, I don't know where you ordered this parcel from. I don't know what items inside. There's no manifest. I don't know what's inside. I don't know what it is. I'm not the merchant. But he didn't want to let me go because he wanted to open up the product and check the product. So I had to stand there and watch him open up the product, check the product before he said, okay, I'm satisfied with this, you can leave. I mean, lucky he was happy with the product. Like, what is the alternative? Like, I think some people just really don't understand that the guy that's serving you is not the guy cooking your food, sewing the clothes, or like, you know, doing the logistics at the back end. Yeah, just because I deliver the parcel for Amazon doesn't mean I work for Amazon. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I think just people have that disconnect.
At this point, I'm just more concerned about him. You guys always scam me. Then why you still ordering from the same guy?
Right.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry for that customer. Sorry, but you bodoh. You bodoh. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Now I feel happy. Yeah.
Okay, so I was very early on in my baristing career, coffee making career. So it was a very early morning. So when you are the opening shift, I have to be there at 4:30 a.m. to open everything and heat up the espresso machine. Everything has to heat up. So I was there and we had one of the first few customers and my manager just came in. He hasn't even changed to his uniform yet. So my manager just came in. And this lady just came in and was screaming and asking for this, demanding that. And it was my first few days. So I was still very, very new. So I didn't know where a lot of the things were. So she was looking for, I remember she wanted a soy latte. But she wanted it to have less shots than the usual latte. So I was already lost by that. So I couldn't find where the soy milk was. I didn't know where it was. And she was just screaming at me. And my manager at that time, he did something that I'll never forget. He stopped me. He told me to throw away my drink that I was making. He looked the lady in the face and said, Ma'am, this is a coffee house. We're going to make the coffee at our time. If you want a fast cup of coffee, you go to the coffee jam down the road. This place is not meant to serve you.
Oh my god,
Then
the
he
manager
said,
though,
Lucas,
yeah.
don't make the order.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that's
like
kind
the
of
energy.
manager. I
So he just did an instant refund and he asked the lady to leave lah. We didn't want that business.
For me, like I worked in Burger King before. That was when don't laugh lah. That was our secondary school.
Burger King, yeah, got better
Hey,
name.
my secondary school days, okay. I'm very hardworking, okay. I
Oh
work
no,
in Burger
Uber
King.
Junior.
Why laugh?
Oh no, Uber Junior.
An idiot sandwich.
I don't know. I laugh. Okay, so I worked in a Burger King before when I was 16 years old. Okay. But this doesn't happen to me. This happened to my friend. So my friend was the cashier, right? And then she accidentally dropped a coin. Then this angmo lady, she's super angry. She think my friend was being rude to her. Then she shouted at my friend. Then she made a scene there. Then my manager come out, and then my manager scold my friend also in front of her. So it's like, I think that is a bit, bad lah to do that. And then my friend quitted on that day itself because
Quitted, yeah.
yeah, she quitted.
She quit, then she
Oh my.
quit again.
She quit and I also quit.
Quitted.
There are a lot of rage quits in service industry where people just like, I have it and they just leave. Like I've heard of a lot of horror stories.
But both
like
our
that.
stories have one thing in common. In that Venn diagram, there's one thing in common. I won't say what the similarity is.
What? Just say lah. We are on the
Manager?
topic.
No.
No, must be a Karen.
Hey, what's the Asian version of a Karen?
I definitely know a couple Karen Lees.
Sorry, man.
Okay,
Karen Tan. Okay, this is quite recent. So, okay, bear in mind, the service job that I do right now, I'm somewhat in a costume, so I'm somewhat in a character, but I'm also myself. So it gives me the liberty to be in a character which is more sassy, stern, or whatever. So recently, there was this customer, which is most likely an SPG.
Hello everybody, my name is Barbarella Posh Backums. Remember me?
With the Angmo boyfriend, and she used the white card. She literally just went, my boyfriend is white. You know why? Because after 10:30, right, you can't serve alcohol anymore, and they can't bring it out, especially if we have served the alcohol. But they insist that they will take the leftover alcohol like this much, They want to take it home or to drink outside, but cannot, that's not legal. So, but then her rationale is like, my boyfriend is white, he can drink. And then you think that's it? No, end of the service, they left, and then they bought water bottle from the next door, came back, literally take the bottle and wants to pour. I have to take the bottle out of them saying, ma'am, it's not allowed. But yeah, but then that's not it. And I was like, because she said my boyfriend is white, I was like, honey, we are not in like 1950s anymore. We are not colonized. And you know what she said? 1950s still colonized. Wow, what are you talking about?
She's drunk.
And then the best part is her friend, right? It's like, no, honey, we were still colonized in the 1950s. So I mean, her friend just checked herself out. So I mean, trash takes itself out lah most of the time. So you just like, if you see like customers who are like super angry or saying like shitty stuff, you just let them go on. Because after a while, they get tired of themselves or like they just want to leave. So yeah, you just let them fool themselves.
In three of our stories, there is a Venn diagram where we all interconnect at one point.
But you better share. At the
What
end.
you keep saying, but what is
Yeah,
it?
what is it? Okay, maybe you share first lah.
It's a Karen Lim. Okay, it's a Karen Lim. Okay, on my end, it's very hard for me to share because I don't have the proper experience from it. But let's see. Maybe this one is very recent, but this one is just my own personal taste. So we were at this nasi padang stall. So the makcik serving it. Usually when you go nasi padang, the makcik will make you feel so handsome, feel so nice.
Yeah.
This makcik didn't even want to stare at me. I was like,
Oh,
I'm already like,
there.
I know I'm handsome already, but that's not the point. The point is, I wanted to have my nasi padang, but she's not even there to serve. So when she finally sees me, she was like,
So okay.
Maybe you
Okay,
know
so
what
to me
handsome.
that is the first red flag. If she see a customer and it's a nasi padang, especially nasi padang, and cai fan, if I'm walking there and you are not even excited to serve me, it means the food that has been there is definitely not being cared for.
yes.
Excited to serve you like, hey,
Yeah.
psycho.
Honestly,
Yes.
some makcik,
I gotta get that kind of energy,
I mean, some makcik
The
will be like,
vibes.
Hey, please lah, for
No, but what I mean-
350 bowl of rice, give them a break.
Yeah.
well, I mean, so far, back to the story,
Okay.
the makcik was there, then he finally come to me, not even a smile. What kau nak? What you want? I was like, at that moment, I feel like, can I just walk away from this makcik? But I cannot, I'm really in the queue. Then I'll be like, okay, fine. I want this, and this. Wow, and then she take forever to go to the back or the kitchen, pour forever, then come back. Like literally drop the plate there. Then in the end, I feel like, am I a pet or am I a customer? So at this moment, I feel like I was right to demand some form of courtesy lah. So I guess on my end, there was just an ugly encounter. But again, you could say lah, why did I just go anywhere else? But this is to highlight, in that part of Singapore, you can't find that many halal places. So again, to that makcik, if you are watching this YouTube
Wow.
channel,
Wow. I will share the link. I'll find the makcik. I'll share the
you
link.
won't know where she is. But the thing is, just understand, you are the only one that we have to fend for our halal needs. But you do that kind of attitude, I don't want your service. I rather stop. Okay, puasa coming soon, Ramadan coming soon. I will learn how to fast than to buy from you again. You don't deserve my money, makcik. Sorry but rezeki mana-mana ada.
I mean, like for me, it'll be like, I'll be like whatever. But if it's my mom, she'll say like, "Wow, this person are very lazy like she worked there for like makan in Malaysia makan gaji buta, don't want to help." But actually, we also don't know. Maybe it's true that everything is there, like she sort out everything there. But it's just that, yeah, it depends on. Like for me, I don't care lah, whatever lah, right?
Maybe her tone was unfortunate. Maybe there really isn't. But the way she said,
Yeah.
if she said sorry, but it's not there already.
That's why the tone is very important.
Back to the tone.
Yeah, keywords, tone,
Yes.
and context.
There we go. So Lucas, what about you? What's your thoughts?
For me, I always try to make friends with people who are serving me. So for especially clothes and shoes, I really love shopping for sneakers. So I may not even buy the sneakers, but I'll just keep going to the shop. So usually when I do that, it's usually to the same few shops. So I really kind of make friends with the person who's serving me or whoever is the retail staff there. I always feel it makes the whole process more enjoyable. If they are happy to serve me, I'm happy to spend my money there. Yeah. So I always try to make friends with my service staff. So how do you treat people who serve you? Let us know in the comments. And is the customer always right? Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel.
Say people, say yourself, both perspectives.
Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. And see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.